Now, someone who knows a thing or two about being the Speaker of the whole House is Newt Gingrich, and I'm delighted to be joined with Speaker Gingrich today, and I'd like to turn it over to him.
Thank you, Congressman Putnam. And I want to pick up with what he just said. There are pro-energy Democrats. We saw 5 Democrats vote on Friday against the ruling of the chair. We saw other Democrats who have strongly indicated that they favor more energy for America at lower prices. Congressman Gene Green has said publicly that he believes there ought to be more energy in the U.S. Congressman Neil Abercrombie has courageously stepped forward to head a bipartisan group with Congressman John Peterson of Pennsylvania. We saw 5 Democratic senators on Friday join with Senator Saxby Chambliss and Johnny Isakson and others to form a bipartisan energy caucus in the Senate. So there is a sign that there is a pro-energy wing of the Democratic Party. We've seen Senator Obama begin to move a little closer towards maybe possibly someday, eventually, if necessary, being in favor of more energy. And that's a step. It's not everything, but it's a step. I came up today to lend my support to a couple of very simple messages. First of all, as the leader of American Solutions, we have over 1,400,000 Americans who've signed our petition to drill more, to drill here, drill more, and pay less. Now, the fact is that we would pay less. There is a clear article by 2 economists who have proven that you would have an immediate decline in price if you expected more supply in the future. And at American Solutions, we'd be glad to get you that article if you'd be interested. We also have a researcher who's developed that in Joel Alicia, and he'd be glad to talk with you about it and to make it more available. So we want you to have a chance to see that the case is clear, that if we had more supply, we'd have lower prices. But I want to go a step further. The leadership, the Speaker, the Senate Majority Leader, can temporarily avoid facing reality. It may be that Speaker Pelosi believes that going on a book tour and selling her book is a better idea than solving America's energy problem. I don't think most Democrats believe that. But I believe there will come a point in early September where there will be an up or down vote in the House. And I think the advice that her advisors were giving out to Democrats back home is, in the end, very, very bad advice. Because if Democrats go around in August and say, well, you know, I'm really for more energy, hoping that Speaker Pelosi will block any vote, I believe they will find, come September, that they're in a clear up or down, yes or no. Are you a more energy Democrat or an anti-energy Democrat? And I think at that point there will be a majority in the House in favor of drilling, and a majority, but beyond drilling, a majority in favor of wind, of solar, of hydrogen, of nuclear, of flex fuel cars, of biofuels, because the Republicans' all of the above bill is about really beginning to solve America's energy problem. I'll just stop with this observation as a historian. When we are sending $700 billion a year overseas, much of it going to dictators, and we are propping up organizations and people with a high price of oil, it's a bad national security policy, it's a bad economic policy, and in the long run, it's a bad environmental policy. And if we would pass a strong energy bill this year, we would be a much better country. I'm very proud of the House Republicans. What they are doing, as clearly as you can see today, beginning to increase the debate and the awareness and the concern about more energy now, to have lower prices now. And I really am delighted to be here in support of their effort.